love you all. Welcome, all you lovers, to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
The Florida Love Show theme song. With lots of love for you, Kenny. In the Florida Love Show, hanging love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive, like a duet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. In the Florida Love Show, Kenny in red is your guide. He wears many hearts, oh, he has a very special side. Now in Brooklyn Cafe, there's a big love buffet with roses galore, men you will adore. Come take a bouquet, show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Send the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show.
Love you, Sharon. So Sharon's going to be on the show later today to sing us some beautiful love songs. Sharon, you're so beautiful, sing like an angel. I'm so excited for the show. It's going to be an amazing show. Welcome, all you lovers. Today is a very special show and a very special day and month and year. Today is September 11th, and the show is going to be dedicated to loving all the heroes from September 11th, all the first responders, and everybody who passed on September 11th. I mean, life is short, so let's all love each other. Let's say I love you to each other. Life is short. Look, September 11th happened. I remember that morning. I was in Manhattan. I woke up, I looked at the TV, and a plane hit the World Trade Center. And then I looked up again, and another plane hit the World Trade Center. And it's just happened. Life is short. So for me, my life is moment, 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 then I pass. I could pass in 1 second. I could pass in a million years. Life is short, so let's all love each other. Let's all say I love you to each other. The world needs now more. The world needs love now, love, sweet love, more than ever before. So if anything, September 11th teaches us that life is short and there's no time for hate. There's only time for love. Only time for love. And also, this month is National Suicide Prevention Month. This month is National Recovery Month. So it's all about love, loving everyone. So if we can prevent one suicide from happening, if we can love someone that they recover from addiction, just one, that's priceless. So that's what that's what Florida Love is about. We're about transforming the world with love and spreading love in the Florida community. So I have an amazing, amazing show today. We're going to share and talk about love, and I love you all. And so for me, love is the absence of judgment. And for me, I'm not interested in judgment, gossip, hatred, anger, resentment. I'm about forgiveness and love. Forgiveness is to give up resentment. So for me, I'm not interested in that stuff, because that's like swallowing poison and hoping the other person dies. Not interested in that. I'm interested in love. Love is freedom. Saying I love you is freedom. So who could you say I love you to today that you just don't? Who could you say I love you to that you care about so much, and you love so much, and you just want to say I love you? Who could you give a rose to? Who can you give roses to? All the men out there, who could you give roses to? The beautiful woman in your life. Give roses to them. Tell them you love them. Again, life is short. So I love you all. I'm really excited for this show. And last Sunday, I actually spent my day in a church with the Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation, and all we did was love children with music, art, and dance. And children get it. Children are all about love. I mean, they just get it. They just love everybody. So I'm actually going to play a quick video of a child that just went around hugging everyone. And so please play that video now.
Free hugs for everybody. I know, hugs for everyone. Can I get a hug? I want a hug. Hi, beautiful. Thank you for the hug. It's good to see you. It's real. You can blow on it.
Yeah, kids get it. Kids just love each other. It was interesting, the guy who said free hugs, I want a hug. We all want hugs, and we all need hugs. And right now with social distancing, we're not hugging each other literally. Yes, virtual hugs, hugs from a distance, but we need hugs, we need touch. And we had a conversation, all the guests and I were having a conversation. Tambi, who works for, in high schools with treatment for addiction, a lot of people are committing suicide. A lot of kids, a lot of teens are committing suicide. I mean, this is a dangerous time. People are hurting, people are struggling. And so we need love now more than ever before. Love, sweet love. And again, the Beatles said it the best. All we need is love. So let's all love each other. Let's say I love you to each other. So again, who could you say I love you to today? So I love you, each and every one of you. And so I went around and I created Roses for Change. What I did was I actually went and gave roses to every African American after George Floyd's death because they were hurting. So I'm going to play the news video now to show you what Roses for Change are all about.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods and I also went to Publix and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said, I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, smelling sweet, CBS 4 News.
Love you, Lisa Petrillo. Love you so much. So it's September 11th. Life is short. So let's all love each other because stuff like September 11th happened in a moment. So I'm going to bring Sharon on right now. Sharon is so beautiful, her voice. Hi, Sharon. Love you, Sharon. Love you so much.
Hi, Kenny. Love you.
So Sharon's going to sing today a dedication to all who passed in September 11th, to all first responders, to everybody who was transformed by that moment of September 11th. We're going to transform you all with love songs right now and dedicate love songs to you.
Yeah, so this is Love for America, our wonderful country, and a real dedication to all the first responders and to all the victims and to everyone in America. Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good in brotherhood from sea to shining sea. America, sweet America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountain to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Oh my God. Wow. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Kenny. It's an honor to salute everyone this 9/11. I still can't believe it's 19 years. It feels like yesterday. Took my son to preschool, just got home, and got the call to come back to get him, and it was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, life is short.
Now
We
he's
gotta-
22.
Yeah. Yeah. Life is short. To love each other. Let's love each other. So I love you, Sharon, so much. Sharon's going to come back on the show and sing some more love songs. I love you, Sharon. Thank you. So my first guest today is Tambi Love. Tambi and I met on Facebook. Again, love spreads. Love is freedom. And Tambi had reached out to me about having a Roses for Change up in Vero Beach. Hi, Tambi Love. I love you. Thank you for coming on the Florida Love Show, all dressed in red and all love.
Hello.
I'm loving this.
I know, right?
Yeah. And it was just such an honor to share with Tambi about love. And Tambi had shared with me that a lot of kids right now where she works are taking their own lives. So please share with everybody what's really going on in the world right now.
Yes, I mean, it's from this, I'm not sure if it's, what's going on in our world today. There's just a lot of hate and a lot of just anger out there. And, I work with children ages 11 to 17. I'm a behavioral health counselor. And I'm just noticing a lot of suicide attempts. And so I really want to bring awareness on, to everybody that, what you're doing, what the parents are doing right now with showing hate and showing, the kids mirror what we do. And I'm really hoping that, love gets more on. That's why I love what you do, Kenny. We really need to get the word of love out. I mean, it's so easy to, it seems these days to hate and to, say bad things and bad words and, to show that. It'd be so easy to show love. It's just as easy and it feels better, So I really want to get that, let's just change. We can do that as people. Forget what the media is saying and forget the politics and things. And just even if it starts with one person, let's do it. Just say, I love you. And that's why I love you, Kenny, for you doing this and you starting this movement that I really think is going to take off. And that's what our world needs now is love.
Yeah, I love you, Tambi, so much. And so Tambi shared with me about her dad, Mark, who, my middle name is Mark. I mean, again, love spreads. It's crazy. Every time I say it's crazy, I know, like, love is spreading. And
right.
Tambi and I were on the phone the night before the show, and she starts sharing about her dad, Mark. and how. Tammy, please share about your dad.
Okay, my dad was what he would always say to people, really the best of the best. And my dad, he took his own life 15, 16 years ago in September. So it's kind of, ironic that it is Suicide Awareness Prevention Month. He was nothing but love for people, for animals, for the world, for America. And for someone with so much love to take his own life, that to me was unfathomable. I couldn't believe it, but it happened. And so I know if it could happen to him, it could happen to anybody. And I just want the whole stigma of suicide and mental illness to go away. It's not, it shouldn't be in our vocabulary. Mental illness is real, just like physical illness is. And suicide is real. And it happens to the best of us, having those thoughts and the feelings of despair. I just really want people to know how wonderful of a man he was, and the people that do know him do know that what a great guy he is. And he's very dearly missed, but I know that he's up in heaven looking down on us now and guiding us every step of the way with love.
Yeah, so he's guiding the show. I mean, I'm dedicating this show to her dad, Mark, who took his own life, and he is just such love. And he was also a police officer. So what's that like, being in the family of a police officer?
Well, I tell you, especially in what's going on today in our world with the police, how much hate there is for them. There's two sides of it. The trauma and the things that these first responders, not only police officers, see on a daily basis, and they keep it inside them. And that's not okay. That's not good. Eventually it's going to get to you, and it affects you. We're all humans, and we try to be these superhuman beings and try to act so perfect and try to portray that everything's okay and we're okay. But you know what? Again, we're human beings. It's okay to reach out for help. It's okay to say, no, I'm not okay. When someone calls, it seems like, fine, you're fine. How are you doing today? Fine. How's everything going? Good. Well, you know what? We need to change that. It's okay to not feel okay. It's okay not to have thoughts of being happy all the time. Happy is an emotion, and we want that, but that's not a normal to be happy 100% of the time.
Yeah. And what I have found by the Love Marches, giving out thousands of roses, I had a woman a few weeks ago, I gave her a rose and she started hysterically crying. She goes, "You have no idea how you changed my life. My husband passed yesterday." I would never have known that. Now, every time I give out a rose, I say, "I love you." So to me, it's so important to say I love you to everybody so that they feel safe and trust to share what's really going on underneath. Again, we're all human beings. We're not perfect, like you said. And it's so important to just to love each other. And your dad was such love. With animals. So please share about your dad, like who he was, like.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so not only was my dad, he was a cop, but we lived on property that, say if there was an armadillo that got killed on the road, like the mother, he'd see the babies, we would have the armadillos come to our house to raise them, or raccoons, or cows. If a mother, if a mom were to pass away for whatever reason, we'd be raising the cow. He just loved everything and loved people so deeply. And I honestly think that that's what probably ended his, that's why I went into the field that I did go into, because I kind of wanted to figure out why. But you know what, the better question is, I still don't know the reasons why, and none of us do, only God knows. But I just want everyone to know that it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to have bad thoughts. But you have no idea that you can, or any of us can actually, by saying, I love you, or by just saying, hey, is everything okay? And really mean it, is that could do wonders for one person. For one person, you never know what someone's fighting. You never know what battle's going on through and within. And that's why I think it's so important, especially nowadays, on what we're going through, this whole movement right now of this hate that seems to be surrounding our world, that we do say, I love you, and do say, hey, it's okay that we're having these bad thoughts, especially with your children, especially with teenagers. They're confused. They're watching us. They're watching our actions. They're watching how we talk to people and what we do. So if we're showing them saying, hey, I love you, or giving a rose, and imagine that starting there and then just taking off. So I'm so excited about this Roses for Change, your show. I just know that God and everybody has a hand in heaven has a hand on what's going on here today, and with your show, and with you.
Yeah, and like Mark Love, her dad, I feel like he's right here. He's an angel right on my shoulder.
Yes.
And again, I just found out yesterday she shared. And so, Tambi, I want to share the slideshow of your dad because he's so beautiful, so loving. I want to let everybody get to know Mark. So please play the slideshow.
Yes.
So what's that like for you to see that?
Wow, so many great memories, so many wonderful times, and I'm so blessed that he was my father. You know, sorry. He taught me so much, you know, but you know what, his in his passing also, you know, it's been 15 years, 16 years, but he's taught me how to live too, and how to live authentically, and how to live my life the way I was meant to live, you know, no matter what anyone thinks, you know what I mean? We all have our quirks and our, you know, goofiness, and I'm crazy. I am a little crazy, but you know, it's okay to do that, and to be okay with yourself. And that's why you have to love yourself. That's most important. And that's hard to do, Ken. That is so hard to do, because people like us that love, you know, want to show love and share love, we're doers. We want to do for everybody, help everybody, but it has to start with you, and it wasn't always like that, for me. I had my problems with addictions. I had my problems with suicidal thoughts. I've been down that path, and I'm still not good. I'm still, a work in progress, but I just want everyone to know it's okay to reach out and pray. Pray when you're at your lowest point. Just look up to God. Just know He has a plan for you. He has a plan, and that plan, we don't know what it is, but you know what? Just have faith and know that there is a reason that you're alive today, and know that you may be that reason for someone else, that's going through a hard time. Them seeing you struggle, you might be that only person that if you smile, give them a smile or say, I love you, that could make or break someone's life.
Yeah. Wow. Tambi, I love you. I love Mark. I love you guys so much. And Sharon prepared love songs for you and Mark, dedicated to you and Mark. And so please, hi, Sharon. Oh, my God. Hi, Sharon. Love you so much. Oh, my God.
Hi, Tammy.
Hey.
I wanted to, I'm so acknowledging you, because you didn't just take what happened and do nothing. You made it a mission. You made it your life's purpose to find out what goes through the mind of people that get to the point of suicide. And I want you to know that you are whole and complete and perfect right now, as you are.
Thank you.
And it's such a testament to who your father was. It's so clear from the pictures that he was a very loving father. And it's clear to me, looking at his beautiful daughter and the beautiful heart that you have and what you are doing for these people, for these children, for the world. You really, really got to give it to yourself. Give yourself the credit, because you deserve it.
Thank you.
On that note, in his memory.
Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty watercolored memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind, smiles we gave to one another for the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember? We simply choose to forget. So it's laughter we will remember. Whenever we remember the way we were, the way we were.
That's in honor of Mark, with love to you and your entire family, Tammy.
Thank you so much. Love you, Sharon. Thank you.
Love you, Tammy. So, Kenny, are you there?
I'm with you.
Are we going to the other song straight?
Yes.
So this next song is in honor of your dad and of all the first responders and all the heroes. Bette Midler's The Wind Beneath My Wings. It must have been cold there in my shadow to never have sunlight on your face. You were content to let me shine, that's your way. You always walked a step behind. So I was the one with all the glory, while you were the one with all the strength. A beautiful face without a name for so long. A beautiful smile to hide the pain. Did you ever know that you're my hero? And everything I would like to be. I can fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. It might have appeared to go unnoticed, but I've got it all here in my heart. I want you to know I know the truth. Of course I know it. I would be nothing without you. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. Did I ever tell you you're my hero? You're everything, everything I wish I could be. Oh, and I could fly higher than an eagle, for you are the wind beneath my wings. 'Cause you are the wind beneath my wings. Oh, the wind beneath my wings. Oh, you are the wind beneath my wings. Fly, fly, fly away. You let me fly so high. Fly, fly so high against the sky. So high I almost touch the sky. Thank you, thank you, thank God for you. the wind beneath my wings. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. That was beautiful.
You're welcome. Who is that sitting next to you?
This is my sister, Kristen.
Hi. Hi, Kristen. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Tambi and Kristen.
Kristen.
Kristen,
Yes.
I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today, and thanking your dad Mark for all the love.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Keep it up, Kenny. And I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Okay, great. I love you both. I love you, Sharon.
I love you too.
Love you. We're going to take a commercial
Thank you,
break right
Sharon.
now. Love you.
Thank you. Love you. Love you.
You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show. Welcome all your lovers back to the Florida Love Show. So I'm so excited for my next guest, Whitney Love, who's been on the show before. She's the operations director of an LGBTQ plus treatment center. Hi, Whitney Love. Oh, wow.
Hi.
Hi. I love it. I love it. The red lipstick, the equality, all about love.
That's right.
So, Whitney, please share a little bit about your background and how you got to be who you are.
Well, I started off in addiction treatment a long time ago. I'm actually myself in recovery, and God willing, I'll have 18 years on the 18th of September. And so it's always been a passion of mine to help people that have addiction. I'm also a part of the LGBTQ community, and one of my relatives is transgender. So, there's a lot of people around me, close to me, and that this is a really important thing that's very close to my heart. And it just kind of happened this way. Last time I was on the show, it was for a different center because it was about women and children, which is also something that I just think is so special. But when I had this opportunity to go to this center, I just knew it was the right thing. This is a community that needs so much love right now. Addicts and LGBTQ. There's a lot of things, unfortunately, going on in the country right now that cause us not to feel love. And the pandemic doesn't help. And so, that's kind of where I'm coming from, is just really a place of love and wanting to love on everybody at the center and be able to give them a piece of what I have if I can. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah, and Whitney, we were sharing before the show, so every time I see Whitney, we give each other the biggest hugs. And right now we're not doing that. Like Whitney and I went out to lunch and we were wearing masks and we didn't give each other a hug. And so actually, Whitney, something was missing from me. Like I wanted to give you the biggest hug. Like we always give each other the biggest hugs. And like it's National Recovery Month, it's National Suicide Prevention Month. I mean, people are killing themselves, maybe because they're feeling unloved. So how do we say I love you in these times, except by saying I love you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's really important, actually. I mean, in the absence of touch, in the absence, by the way, it was totally awkward to not like hug you. I was like, this is very strange. I don't know what to do. I always hug Ken. So I feel that awkwardness, and it's that way with a lot of people. And right now, I think it is so important to try and find ways to spread love, to let the people around you that you know that you love them and that you want to be around them and you care about them and you care about what happens to them. And I think it's also having conversations that you probably wouldn't normally have, maybe, asking people about their day and really showing interest in what they tell you. We're so used to like, oh, I'll see you later. That's not the case right now. And I know even for myself, going to meetings or doing things I would normally be doing in person, it's not happening. So how do you find that connection with people? How do you still get that physical touch, fed? And suicide and addiction, I mean, they go hand in hand. It's probably no mistake that they share the same month for awareness, because so many addicts, they lose hope. And right now, with the pandemic and with not knowing what's happening and all of the uncertainty, it's no shock that during an opioid epidemic, on top of a pandemic that's lasting this long, that people are choosing that route.
Yeah, and last week I was sharing with you how one of my best friends from high school, I didn't even know this, but his younger brother is an addict, and for 20 years, I didn't even know that, and I just found out that he overdosed and took his life. And so it was so important to me to love addicts, love everyone, of course, love everyone on the show today, like especially in National Recovery Month.
Yeah, and also, when we were talking about it, another thing that made me think of was, like for our center, transgender individuals, complete suicide at an alarming rate. And a lot of that is, we were talking about this on our talk, it's like they just want to be seen as who they are. They don't want to be categorized and cubby-holed into something. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to feel that way. And I think that also not being accepted as just quote unquote normal, like whatever that is. I mean, to me, normal is a setting on a dryer. I mean, it's not something that we should be estimating people by, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what normal is anymore, especially right now. I mean, think about it. Did we ever think that we were going to be wearing masks in public like we are? I mean, that a gas mask would be a popular thing coming off of a shelf. I mean, normal is just a concept that we've created, and it doesn't work anymore. Who's normal? None of us are normal, So I feel like, at our center, it's our chance to let LGBTQ people live normal lives, to feel normal, to feel like this is just normal here. It's no different. I'm the same as everybody around me. And to feel that kind of comfort. I think people who don't have this unusual lifestyle, is how people call it, it's not a lifestyle, it's who they are. And it's so important. And, I think that it's just, we take it for granted that, I might look normal or I might act normal, and so nobody really questions that, but it's different for our clients. So I don't know. I have a lot of love for them. They're very special people, and yeah.
Yeah, I love them so much, and I love everyone, and I say I love you to everyone, and for me, we're all human beings. So Whitney, you have skin, I have skin. You have eyes, I have eyes. We all bleed, so we're all the same. We're all the same. There is no normal. I mean, I was just thinking, I remember going into Publix and there was no toilet paper and there was no paper towels. Is that normal? I don't know. That's the way it was a few weeks ago. So there is no normal.
Nope, there sure isn't.
Yeah, so maybe normal could be, I love you.
Absolutely. Maybe it could be acceptance. Maybe it could be not judgment, no judgment. Maybe it could be letting people be who they are and not let my belief system affect what I think about them. Everybody has a right to their own beliefs, but it's when it encroaches on someone else's rights or someone else's life is where it becomes a problem, and people just want to live. They don't want to be judged. Who wants to be judged? Who's like, yeah, I signed up for this. I totally want to be judged, please, I mean, one of the reasons why I started getting high when I was 12 when I started getting high, I felt so different. I felt my parents were divorced when I was a kid. That wasn't that common. I felt like my dad died when I was 12 and then I started getting high, and you just feel different. I felt like nobody understood. Nobody was there for me. I was just me and my mom at home. She's a single parent working full time. So I didn't know what to do. And I turned to getting high, and I felt like I was a part of something. So I get it. It makes a lot of sense to me that people just want to be a part of something. So why not be a part of love?
Yeah, I mean, the Beatles got it. All you need is love. And I love you, Whitney. I love you so much. I mean, Whitney and I, we talk about everything and anything. And yes, love is the absence of judgment. No judgment. And we can have a world like that, just loving each other. And again, we don't have to like each other. We don't have to agree, but we can love each other as human beings. That's the freedom.
Yeah, and I feel like it's one of the really unique things about, I keep going back to the center because it reminds me so much of all the things you're saying. Because for example, like if somebody's having a hard day and they walk out of group, we're not scolding them and telling them, go back in a group and, or else you're going to get a consequence. We walk them around the block. We sit with them in the lobby. We talk about something different. We, give them a good book to read and talk about, or, we do things differently so that people feel that sense of love around them and they don't have to be afraid of walking out of group if something's uncomfortable. The trauma that our clients experience is so extreme. It's been so extreme. So for them, sometimes it takes a long time before they're even ready or able to be open to the love that we're giving them, but we give it regardless. And we just continue to show that love until finally they're able to feel safe enough to want to stay clean, to want to get the help. And that's just our mission, is to help, as many people as we can.
So, Whitney, how do people reach you and with Inspire Recovery and Transpire, the nonprofit? How do people reach you to get the help and the love that they need?
So we're online. We're on Facebook, Inspire Recovery. We're in West Palm Beach. And we also have a website, inspirerecovery.com. I'm new there, so I'm laughing right now because I'm like, oh, I don't have our phone number memorized, but I'll make sure I get that to you.
Yeah, and also on Facebook. You're on Facebook?
Yep, we're on Facebook.
Okay, so Inspire Recovery, and they can reach out to you directly as the operations director if they need help and they need love. And Inspire Recovery, I was there, they just love everyone. I mean, the most beautiful people, just love. So if you need love, call Inspire Recovery.
Yep, we're here for you, and we're here to help people. So if you're struggling, you don't know where to turn, call us. We'll help. We'll find the right place for you if we're not it, and we're here to help people. That's number one. First and foremost is to love on people and help them. Addiction is a very dark place, and it's just really important to shed that light and to be a helping hand when oftentimes you feel like there is no one out there for you. So.
Yeah, so Whitney, I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today, and it's National Recovery Month, so really, I love you so much, Whitney.
It's a celebration. I love you too, and thank you. It's such an honor to be on again. I really it's so sweet. Thank you very much, and we're honored, and my boss was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is amazing. So we were really excited to be on today. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. I love you, Whitney. Mwah.
I love you too.
Love you. Okay, we're going to take a commercial break. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show. Please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or Ken at florida-love.com or on our website, www.florida-love.com. And if you'd like to advertise on the show and spread love in the Florida community, please let me know. Now back to the show. Welcome all you lovers back to the Florida Love Show. So I'm honored and such a privilege today to have Lori Love on the show today. Lori is so much love, and she's a health and wellness with Healy, and she's healing people and loving people. Hi, Lori. Welcome to the Florida Love Show.
Hi, Ken. So nice to have the opportunity to be here with you and always to see you. You look wonderful, and I love your guests and what they all shared today.
Yeah, so Lori, please share with everybody how you got involved with Healy and your background with CF and your son Nick, and just Lori is pure love. She just loves everybody.
So my son was born with cystic fibrosis and diagnosed at 18 months of age, and my late husband Sal Capano, was very passionate about finding a cure in Nick's lifetime, and my goal was to keep Nick healthy and reach the opportunity of having something in his lifetime that would keep him healthy and well for a long time. So I would do a lot of home health care with him. It's a lot of maintenance with a person that has cystic fibrosis. But when you put in all of that effort and that love, the results are truly amazing by being so due diligent and doing all of that. And it kept him so, he had his trials and errors. It was sometimes not as good days as it was bad days. But bottom line is, my son is 22 years old. My husband created a dinner event that raised in 7 years $2 million. And it was an unfortunate situation, but my husband suddenly passed away when Nick was 10 years old. So after getting over the initial shock and the grief, the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation asked me if I would like to continue to chair the event in the spirit of my husband. And I did do that for 3 years with the support of such amazing friends, family. It's not an easy thing to do, to chair an event, and I was very challenged on the third year, truly wanted to just give it all up, and the foundation said, well, what if we brought you help? And they brought me an amazing guy, Michael Rankin. He's a CF dad himself, and he said, Lori, we're going to change this event into a wine event. And I said, we are? He goes, yes, everybody loves wine. You'll see, they'll come. And this year, if it wasn't for Corona, we would have had 300 people minimum at the Boca Raton Resort Hotel. So I'm so bummed that we didn't get a chance to do that. We also were I was also introduced to an amazing woman. Her name is Renee Stern, and she's my chairwoman. Unbelievable heart, so passionate, wants to help people and connect. She's a great connector, and she did help us grow this event tremendously. And I always want to say thank you, Renee. And actually, Kenny, that's how we met, right? Through Renee. She introduced us, she connected us. And from there, we were very, very fortunate that in Nick's lifetime 2 years ago, there was a drug trial that came out, and he's on this amazing drug that has extended his life, and he feels like he doesn't have cystic fibrosis. It's just tremendous change in his health, his lungs. He feels great. He's thriving, doing wonderful. So my goal really, honestly, is to help continue the mission, keep raising money for the foundation. We're doing a virtual event this year. Anybody that's interested, I mean, donations are so appreciated, but if you want to attend virtually, it's on October 16th, and the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation always makes posts on their South Florida office, so anybody can Google the wine opener and it will come up. And from there, always being on a mission of health and wellness because of Nick, I've been always open to any alternative means of therapies that would help him as well as my family. I am lucky that I was introduced to an amazing man. I always say that he was brought to me from my husband up in heaven. And David Greenberg has been my support system and helped me raise Nick, from Nick being 10 years old when Sal passed away to today. So getting to the present moment where I am now, Corona hits, and we're all in this situation where we're all isolated, and a lot of this is just now emailing and speaking to friends on the phone. And one day a friend calls me up and says, take a look at this. I really think that you'd be interested in this. I looked into it. I said, oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain. I had chronic hip pain and elbow pain, and when you're in pain and you can't do the activities that you enjoy every single day, especially me, I love to dance, I love riding bicycles and doing yoga, even walking, just walking. When those things are taken away, you can get depressed. And I will say I was depressed in a sense that I wasn't as happy as a person I usually am. So I said, I have nothing to lose. I'm buying this device. I bought it, and I was just so open-minded to wanting to be well again that this device took my pain away in less than a week. So I had to start learning more and more about what it's doing for my body. And as I started learning about frequency therapy, I was blown away about something that exists. And Healy is honestly a God saver for everybody. It's currently in 45 countries, and it was brought to the United States in May of this year. It's an FDA-approved medical device. Not only does it work on pain management, which I don't even know if I should say pain management, get rid of your pain, because I don't have any more pain, but it also has other features to it that you can really work on your health. And I have been slowly understanding how frequency therapy works. And to kind of give you a little short story, actually, you wanted to show a video. Did you want to show that video before I talk about Healy?
Healy. Yeah. Please play the Healy video.
Healy is new, Healy is different, and Healy is extremely versatile. This little game changer is the first smartphone-controlled wearable that provides easy support in all important areas of your life with the use of frequencies. Healy analyzes the frequencies you need right now. Then the smart wearable applies subtle currents and individualized frequencies to your body via its electrodes. It strengthens your balance and harmonizes imbalances. Fitness, health, and inner and outer beauty. Healy, over 120 programs to provide energetical support for you, for your body, and for your cells. Every single cell in our body is a small power plant that constantly produces energy. One thing is particularly important for this, the natural cell membrane voltage. And this is where the Healy comes in. With Nuno Nina's Gold Cycle programs that focus on rebalancing your cells. Healy also has suitable programs for many other applications on board. Programs for the treatment of headache or back pain, but also for learning, concentration, or exams. Healy can even support you with depression, sleep disorders, and stress. The Healy Beauty programs are supposed to support your inner and outer beauty energetically. In sports, the Healy is meant to promote performance, muscles, and regeneration. At home or on the go, in your leisure time or at work. In our opinion, health begins with good balance in all areas of life. This is what Healy stands for: state-of-the-art wearable technology made in Germany to the highest standards. Based on use by 2,000 therapists worldwide, who have seen as many as 500,000 patients. Healy, for me, and for you, and for everyone.
That's Healy.
Yeah. So Lori, how do people reach you to find out about Healy?
So the best way to really get a hold of me would be through my Gmail. It's welovehealy@gmail.com. And I will tell you, I am so overwhelmed with the response of bringing healing into people's lives that if anyone would love to join me, if all you need is to care and love people, care about people, love people, and to just come on, reach out to me, welovehealy@gmail.com, so we can spread the word and make everyone feel as good as I feel. It's for everybody. You want to have longevity in your life. It works on you on a cellular level and repairs those cells, and you'll never feel as good as anything ever before. I'm on a Healy high every single day. It's the only way I can describe it, and to share it with people is just giving them my heart full of love to make them feel as good as I feel.
Beautiful. I mean, Lori, you have been on such a high with wellness since Healy. So I'm so excited Lori's going to lend me a Healy. I'm so excited to put it on. And I mean, yeah. So Lori, I love you so much. I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show today.
I loved being here. I would love to come back. I love what you're doing. Your heart is huge for people, to spread the word of love. And you're a special person, Ken.
Thanks. Thank you, Lori. And you're a special person as well. I love you so much. Thank you again for being on the show. So I love you all. Thank you for watching the Florida Love Show this week. Again, life is short. So who can you say I love you to? Who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.